I think there's lots of evidence for the resurrection. And there are two main arguments that come together and confirm each other. One is the empty tomb, that no one found the body of Jesus. That on its own wouldn't necessarily be very strong because someone could get rid of a body. But then when you combine that with the fact that so many different people said that they'd seen Jesus risen from the dead, and when you look at the variety of resurrection appearances that are claimed, you see that people aren't just saying that they saw Jesus in the distance. They're actually saying that they saw him close up and they had conversation back and forth with him, even that they ate with him. And these resurrection accounts are appearing in letters and in narratives, gospels, and they don't all have 1, 2, 3 sources. They actually have many, many sources. Those two things come powerfully together to make a case for the resurrection. But there's a further thing that really makes it very powerful, and that is everything else about Jesus. You see, if you had the body missing and lots of people saying they'd seen him risen from the dead about someone completely random, that would be an interesting mystery in itself. But when it happens to someone who, even prior to his death, was believed to be the potential deliverer of the Jews, and when the Jews are arguably the most remarkable people group on earth, and he happens by coincidence to die at the most symbolic time of the Jewish year, namely the Passover, and this resurrection isn't just a random idea but takes its place within a really compelling message about how the answer to humans' deepest need, and so on. When it all fits together, it's different. You see, I think many people have a difficulty with the resurrection because it's a miracle, and they believe that we live in an ordered universe and miracles spoil that. It's a bit like having genies get into the test tubes of scientists and suddenly spoil everything. And I say, no, this isn't spoiling the pattern. It's actually making a new pattern. Jesus himself is the organizing principle for the universe. And when you see all of these things cluster on Jesus, then he's actually the thing that makes everything make sense. And it's not just that it happened with a random person. Jesus is also someone who has remarkable teaching attributed to him. Many people see the golden rule as articulated by Jesus as the most remarkable ethic to live by, that you should do unto others what you'd have them do to you. He also has amazing stories attributed to him. And if he didn't say those stories, he was really lucky to have followers who made up amazing stories and gave him the credit for them. So all of these things are big coincidences surrounding Jesus. He's also believed to have had a royal genealogy, to have been born in the place, Bethlehem, where a deliverer was said to be born. So the more coincidences you get piling up with Jesus, the more the resurrection is seen not only to be plausible, but actually quite compelling.